houseboat, hè? Bedankt.
The Ijsel Museum is located in North Amsterdam, a city suburb. It's the white building with the unique architecture.
Right.
An influx of well-to-do young professionals.
The Jordan has many charms. A bustling marketplace, little cafes and pubs, hidden courtyards, and art galleries. If you have time, wander through narrow cobblestone alleys and experience the lifestyle of true Amsterdammers today.
One more thing to note about the residents. If so much as a single ray of sunshine is out, expect to see locals dragging their chairs out onto the street to soak it up.
Sophia, what's the move?
The Noordermarkt is one of Amsterdam's most colorful and lively markets that date back to the Golden Age. On Saturdays, it's a farmer's market, packed with fresh organic vegetables, meat, and other good things to eat. On Mondays, it converts to a flea market with antiques, art, clothes, and many other treasures waiting to be discovered.
The market is held in the square outside Northern. This octagonally shaped church was built in the 1620s to serve the poor, while the rich attended Westerkerk on the other side of Prinsengracht. Both churches were designed by Dutch architect Hendrik de Keyser. The lines in the pavement outside Northern mark an old cemetery for the poor. The rich were buried inside.
Warehouses sat vacant until squatters discovered the empty buildings in the 1960s and 70s and put them to use. But this didn't last for long. Seeing potential in the warehouses, which are located right next to the water, in a historically significant part of the city, developers pushed the squatters out. The warehouses have now been renovated and made into luxury apartments. Today, they are
Constructed buildings have facades made of non-flammable brick or stone. But all older buildings were still made of wood, and Amsterdam experienced one of its biggest fires along the Keizersgracht during the 18th century. Today, the risk of fire persists. Even though reinforced concrete is used for new construction, many of the older houses still have their original wooden skeletons.
Dit is de Houseboat Museum. It's an old barge.
Oh ja.
Speciaal voor die mevrouw die aan de Praaghuisgracht wilde zien. Mag ook naar voren komen hoor, hier bij het trappetje.
The church was built in the 17th century and is the largest Protestant church of the Netherlands. Hendrik de Keyser, the city's architect, designed it in Dutch Renaissance style. When de Keyser's two sons took over the project, they decided to finish it with a lighter building material, wood. At the top of the tower is a blue crown, a gift from the Emperor Maximilian I of Austria to the city for its coat of arms.
One last thing about the Westerkerk. This was where the famous artist Rembrandt was buried, in an unmarked grave.
So here on the left side, next to the lunch cafe dialogue, you see the people standing in front of this house making a picture. It's a white nameplate which says Anne Frank. So this is the original house of Anne Frank, where she hid her and the family during the World War. And next to it, the whole grey building on the right side is the Anne Frank Museum. For the museum, you need to buy tickets in advance, 6 weeks ahead. If you didn't manage, you can also look on TicketSwap. So www.ticketswap.com to buy a ticket for the Anne Frank Museum. That's all here. have to queue up, but then you have a timetable ticket. So this is the Beste Tower together with the Wester Church.
The Dutch are known for leaving their curtains open, as if to say they have nothing to hide. This is especially noticeable at night, when many of the canal houses are lit up from the inside. To experience another side of Amsterdam, consider taking an evening cruise. You can choose from several options, including our tasty pizza cruise. Ask our staff for more information.
Canals. Now, if we could only do something about the bicycles, 200,000 bikes are pulled out of the canals each year with the help of a specially designed crane.
Yes, this is the former. It's now the Rosewood Hotel, and it is a 6-star hotel. So they built a hotel after the city of Amsterdam decided to stop with building hotels.
Amsterdam is home to many lively events year-round.
In summer, people take the canals for the wild and colorful Amsterdam Gay Pride Parade. This all-inclusive carnival-style affair celebrates all combinations of gender and orientation. On weekends, DJs pump out high-energy electronic music and dance parties all over Amsterdam. Some of the best DJs in the world hail from the Netherlands, including Martin Garrix, Chesto, Hartman, Armin van Buren, and Afrojack. With big names like these, Amsterdam has become an international hotspot for electronic dance music. Every year, Amsterdam hosts the Amsterdam Dance Event, or ADE, a 5-day festival that draws over 2,200 electronic dance music artists, including the world's biggest names and hundreds of thousands of fans.
So coming up a busy intersection, because it's UNESCO heritage, these are the 7 bridges. So on the left side, to dock the boat here for as long as you want, until you die or until you sell it, and then the new owner is going to have this spot. But you pay tax every year, and the taxes, like 20 years ago, the taxes were very low, let's say €400 a year, and now the prices went 5 times up. So now you pay €2,000.
A stately 4-story building facing the Amsterdam. It was commissioned by Sir postcard parade, originally used as a service theater. Today, it hosts everything from theater and dance to concerts and variety shows.
The Macheren grown wider with age.
So the legend is that there were 2 sisters. One of this was with the family name of Skinny, Mager, and one of the sisters was living on the right side and the other on the left side. And when they were 80 years old, they were twin sisters. One of the sisters broke her leg.
Famous paintings, The Night Watch, originally named the Company of Captain Franz Bonning Koch and Lieutenant Willem van Ruitenburg. preparing to march out. This enormous and very impressive military group portrait now hangs in the Rijksmuseum as a national treasure. For a time, Rembrandt enjoyed an extravagant lifestyle until bankruptcy forced him to move from his house to more modest accommodations in the Jordaan neighborhood. He's now buried in an unmarked pauper's Canal. During the 16th century, it served as a defense canal. All the city's canals.
To swim in front of the big boats because during the current you can get in the rudder, so you don't have any hands or head anymore.
Salt marsh and the North Sea. The red brick tower coming up ahead of us is the medieval model bond, an ideal lookout for sighting potential invaders. It was built to protect the city's shipyards, wharves, and warehouses from attack. From here, Dutch soldiers, a mix of peat, sand, and soil, is very soft. Because of this, buildings were generally designed to be as light as possible. None were very tall, and they often had lots of windows. For stability, they were built on a bed of wooden piles driven as deep as 15 meters, that's 45 feet, into the ground. But if these piles were exposed to the air, they began to rot, and the buildings they supported sank and shifted. Today, water levels in and around the city are carefully controlled to minimize rotting. When new piles are needed, they're made of concrete. Still, you'll see many a house with a sideways tilt. Lots of interactive exhibits. It's a popular place for families. As much as it looks like a ship, that wasn't the original intention. The famous Italian architect, Renzo Piano, designed Nemo as an inverse reflection of the enemy tunnel, which runs beneath it. The building's height equals the depth of the tunnel. Nemo gets its green color from the oxidated copper that covers its walls. There's a unique sand-filled terrace on the roof where you'll find sunbathers searching for rays while enjoying beautiful views of the harbor and the city.
Style pancake.
So you can get free views. So the upper floor of the library is for free when you take the elevator, and the roof of the Nemo building is also for free. You don't need to pay a ticket to go on the roof. Only need to climb the stairs. If you want to look inside the museum, you pay a ticket.
Wow! Look at that big ship!
As we draw closer to the
Happy Life. My name is Captain Cynthia Vestroma. Thank you very, very much. If you really like this, I also have a plate in the front. All your tips are